I want to give a little PSA to the people who like to comment mean ass shit in my comment section. Oh, I got news for you. You see that? It's a little cold in here, my bad. For the next goofy who decides to comment, "You're a dumb whore" in my comment section, careful. It might be doing the exact opposite of what you think it is. Hi everyone, it's Isabella here and welcome back to the channel. So today's video, we are going to be talking about gym influencers. I am so excited to talk about this. You guys, if you do not know, I have covered the fitness influencer industry and just the fitness industry in general. And as sad as this is, there is a lot of toxic bullshit and lies being spread to all of you guys on the internet. And I am completely fed up with it. So we are going to be reacting to a bunch of bullshit that fitness influencers post about and just talk about these topics that I think are incredibly important. From photoshopping content, incredibly shitty advice, and so much more, girl. We are going to be diving into that. So buckle up, grab a snack, get ready, and yeah, let's get into it. Also, do not forget to check out my second channel here, which I have more like reaction, other just fun lifestyle stuff, and my podcast if you guys want a little bit more of this. And let's get into it. Real quickly though, I do want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video. Let's talk about Womanizer. One thing I absolutely love is being part of breaking the stigma, and that is talking about sexual wellness and self-pleasure. And I'm partnering today with Womanizer to talk about one of my new faves. Womanizer is world famous for its line of suction toys. All Womanizer products feature the patented pleasure air technology, which stimulates with contact using air waves to gently massage and suction, resulting in a very unique feel. And with Valentine's Day coming up, if you are wanting something for just yourself because you're celebrating it alone, just like me, or if you want something with a partner, whatever you're looking for, I would love to introduce you to the Womanizer Duo 2. So Duo 2 is one of the only ones that has two different areas of stimulation, which is incredible. It has 4 different intensity levels and 2 smart features. The smart silence setting is really amazing because it will only turn on when the toy is in contact with your skin. And then the afterglow setting, all you have to do is push one button and then it immediately drops everything down to the lowest setting possible. Duo 2 and many other Womanizer toys are 100% waterproof. They all offer free and discreet shipping. And for all Womanizer products, there is a 5-year warranty. So you are good to go for the next 5 years whenever you make a purchase through them. So if you guys want to try out Duo 2 or any other products that I've recommended from Womanizer, you can go scan the QR code on the screen or go to womanizer.com and use the code ISABELLAVIDE for 20% off the entire shop for a limited time only. Thank you so much to Womanizer for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get into it. First thing we're reacting to is something that you apparently can wear in the gym. Now, it's not your typical gym shorts. POV, you started to wear a waist trainer during cardio sessions and your stomach has never looked so snatched, flat, and your posture has improved. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, nothing would make me want to go into a coma more than wearing a waist trainer. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Waist trainers are not something that I do believe should be in the gym, okay? I don't know what this new facade is, this new idea of wearing a waist trainer to do like make your stomach tone, all that. No. Oh my God, what we're not gonna do is that. So if you guys don't know, waist trainer is something that some people claim can train your waist to become smaller. Some people wear it as like almost shapewear. It kind of really depends. There's a wide variety of what you can wear. I'm gonna be so brutally honest with you. When I was a teenager, I did buy one because I did not know any better, but a lot of them have different levels, so you can like suck yourself in and it can be honestly hard to breathe. I think the last thing that any person should be promoting is something that is restricting you. The whole concept of making your stomach more flat or helping you lose weight or look more toned, no babe. If anything, you might be sweating more, but that's like about it. You're gonna be able to get more tone by doing a billion other things, but convincing people that you're gonna wear a waist trainer and that's gonna solve your problems is so stupid. That's exactly like the same idea to me as somebody saying that I can target belly fat and lose my belly fat by taking like a vitamin. Spot fat reduction is not a thing, guys. And another thing that I want to point out is the fact that this is so unethical because why are we promoting this stuff? Some of these influencers that have actually promoted this have links to affiliate links to selling their damn corsets or waist trainers. This is the stupidest shit. Also, sometimes this could be incredibly unsafe for you. If you're working out, if you're lifting, if you're running, you need to be able to breathe and control your breathing. One thing that I have really learned, especially with doing Pilates and lifting in the gym, is controlled breathing and being able to have control over my core, not depending on something else restricting me, but like really depending on my core, my breathing, and having control over my body. This does not feel like a safe option. And some of these corsets, if you wear them too long, can actually have long-term negative effects. So like, no, please don't fall for this shit. Now let's do a kind of day in the life, get ready with me before the gym vlog. Alrighty, one thing I'm not a fan of is greens. Now, supplements can be really, really good for you. There are certain supplements that I take. Personally, I'm a protein powder girly, and I also take creatine. And then on the rare occasion, pre-workout. Some people do a little bit more, some people do less. It's honestly gonna really vary on like what you're doing. But again, only take shit that's backed by science. One thing that has pissed me off is some of these influencers that will promote any and every supplement, specifically the world-renowned Bloom greens, the liquid fart looking greens that is supposed to help you with your digestion and bloating and flat stomach. Oh my God, stop with this shit. I think the Bloom greens is one of the biggest scams in the fitness influencer industry and just the health and wellness industry. I see any like lifestyle girlies promoting the out of their Bloom greens or fitness girls, and it's so exhausting because it keeps intersecting in a world where people are trying to get healthy. Guys, if you literally just make a simple smoothie in the morning, it is so much cheaper than Bloom, by the way, and you're going to be getting more vegetables than a serving of majority of greens products anyways. Okay, so if someone is trying to post up like a get ready with me and they're mixing up the greens and talking about how good it is and they're doing body checks, girl, you are not going to look like that by drinking greens. Okay, you're going to look like that by staying on track, working out, getting enough protein and calories. But a greens drink is not going to make your stomach flat. It's not just going to solve your bloating issues. If you have serious issues like that, the last thing you should be doing is looking at an influencer or a gym influencer for answers. You need to be looking at a doctor, somebody else that is literally equipped to tell you what you need. And also for my fellow IBS girlies here, yeah, me. Oh my God. If I was like unaware of this stuff, I would have fallen for it. And that's what makes me so mad is there's people who actually suffer with things like IBS or other like just tummy issues that they have not been diagnosed with or actually need some like legit treatment for. And instead we have these people that are making just broad ass fucking claims about these greens powders. And I'm so over it. Also, this stuff is so overpriced. So please, but if I ever see a gym influencer promoting greens powders like no other, I run the other direction. It is not worth it. I would never recommend anyone to buy shit like that. And if you guys are curious, I have actually made a deep dive on the Bloom greens powder. It is a mess. It is not worth it, in my opinion. Why are fitness influencers so adamant about promoting greens? Literally promote easy, affordable smoothies. All right, this next one is going to piss y'all off, and it set my ass off too. I don't know if you guys know this, but there is a serious photoshopping issue on social media. The photoshopping and the Facetune and everything, I honestly think that's a deep dive for another video, but a big problem is the video shopping and photoshopping in the fitness influencer world. Some of this photoshopping is getting so good to make people look a very specific shape and way that you don't even notice it half the time. So let me show you this video from another content creator who's reacting to it and pointing it out, because this is a wonderful example of the unethical, scammy shit I'm talking about.
Scar, you've been called out. Look at the video shop on this. It's incredible. I'll show you here. As she comes up, the whole barbell rack behind her, right there, left of her lower back, warps out of the way and moves behind. Like, look at this. I'm just going to go back and forth and show you. See the warping? Things in the background that are static, like squat racks, do not move like this when you move, unless you're using a fucking video shop, Photoshop app. These apps need to stop. You know the most fucked up thing about this girl? She sells glute programs. She makes money off young girls or girls just like you that look at her stuff and go, oh, it's a video, it can't be fake. Look at her working hard. I want the body that she wants. She doesn't even have the body that she wants. She's using video shop apps to make her booty and her waist look bigger and her waist look smaller. This stuff has to stop. Enough with the fake ass video.
That was a wonderful example of video shopping and slash photoshopping with fitness influencer content. So this is something that has truly pissed me off. And especially now that I'm getting into the gym world a little bit more, it is so shocking how it can be so unnoticeable and you have to genuinely look for it. It's also incredibly frustrating because I didn't even clock it at first. And that's what's so bad is I would think that because I know about this stuff, I would clock it. I didn't even notice it until he pointed it out, which is so alarming to me. And now that I see this, it's honestly kind of evoked me to be a little bit more like cautious when I'm watching content creators and videos of people working out, because I'm like, pause, who else is photoshopping? And are there people that I've even followed or taken like advice from who are video shopping their content to make themselves look like they're built in a way to where they're literally not? And this is also leading into the course concept that I love to yap about, where there's a lot of fitness influencers who switch over to the becoming a coach. And a lot of them do not have qualifications besides the fact that they work out in a gym. And I'm sorry, I don't give a if you work out in a gym and you've had years of experience, that doesn't mean you should sell a course. You can give advice. You could talk about things that you've gone through, the things that you do, but selling a course for $60, $80, one-on-one advice when you do not have the education for it is scammy and disgusting in my opinion. And especially when there's a young, naive audience, especially in the gym world with the young girls and young boys who are wanting to kind of step into this world, it is so easy for these kids to just want to get into it by buying courses from these people. And I'm telling you right now, younger me would have 100% fallen for that. Like I would have immediately saved up my money, bought that course, and who knows what it would have been full of, right? It could have been full of a bunch of bullshit that wasn't even helpful whatsoever. Or if anything, a bunch of generic shit I could have found free on social media. And it's just so ridiculous to me because there's a lot of scams in the fitness influencer industry, and that is one of them. Video shopping to make you appear to be a specific way when you are not.
This blew my mind because this is not my body. This is my real body. So here's the side-by-side. I know I shouldn't be surprised by this stuff, but I'm a millennial and it still blows my mind because it looks so realistic. And you always see people showing videos of their bodies saying, this is my real body, but those can be edited too. Until I saw it on myself, I didn't realize how convincing and how easy this stuff is to do.
Another sad reality about this is the unrealistic body image that is being created and this culture that's being developed in this kind of industry. It's becoming so much more difficult to find content that's actually enjoyable and legit because now it's like we feel like we have to be on edge of, is this person selling me a scam? Do they have qualifications? Is this person actually built like that? Or are they video shopping? And it's just, it's not fun. And it's a little bit more difficult to vet out the people who are doing it right. And I know that some of the reason why some people are feeding into that is because they have their own insecurities, or maybe there are other people who are gym influencers who've gotten like surgeries and actual work done to their body. And so there's this like weird pressure to keep up with that. But if you're a fitness influencer, you should also accept that you are utilizing your body and your workouts and your gym stuff to post online. You have to accept how you look and know that people are going to see that. Photoshopping yourself to show off specific results and mislead an audience, that's false advertising. You're not being honest with how you're promoting your products. And I also think this adds to questioning of everyone, even people who do things completely correctly. I mean, I've even thought about this before of like, oh, if I ever were to post up any content, casually share some of the stuff I do, are some people going to automatically assume, even just scrolling past my content who don't even know me, if I would be faking or photoshopping something? And it's just really ridiculous because it impacts people who want to do it right. And either way, I know it's part of life, it is what it is, but it's still ridiculous that this is something that we have to think about. And we shouldn't have to adamantly zoom into a video and look for a warped wall in order to be able to trust somebody. People should just have some fucking ethics and know that their influence equals power. Next post is comparing yourself to fitness influencers, which I have a lot to say about, but let's keep going.
The next time that you compare yourself to your favorite fitness influencer, just remember that this is what we do full time. We basically get paid to go to the gym. A lot of your favorite fitness influencers are not working a normal 9 to 5. They are not, including myself. I do not. And you could argue that people have the same 24 hours in a day, but it is a lot easier to get shit done when you're not stuck at work for 8 hours. And of course, there are some of them who are on steroids or they have BBLs. But that's a conversation for a different day. But yeah, stop comparing yourself to other people, ho, because your fitness journey is unique to you.
I am so proud of this content creator for calling this out because this is another thing that I've been really wanting to talk about when it comes to a lot of content that we consume with the fitness influencer industry. Now, I don't want everyone to think that when I'm talking about the content creator space and the gym space combined, that it's all just negative and toxic. I do not believe that whatsoever. I think there's a lot of really good representations. I also want to take this time to highlight realistic and unrealistic perceptions that we have of content creators and their jobs. She's 100% right when she's saying how these people literally have a job of showing their workouts, their meal preps, their routines, going to the gym. Like that is their job, so they have more time to do it. And also they have more access to being able to build their dream body. If we compare like a fitness influencer to someone who has a 9 to 5, it's going to look something like this. Someone who has a 9 to 5, it might be harder to meal prep. You could do it, but again, it's going to take a lot more time and effort, and you have to be able to fit in the gym whenever you can, and if you're someone who has children or other responsibilities, that is again going to be really, really hard to do. Maybe if you aren't getting enough sleep, that's again might impact your progress. Many things can actually impact your progress, even down to like the gym clothes. Some people may not have a lot of money for specific types of gym clothes that some of these influencers have, so they are not going to quote unquote look the same because some of them are not having the same clothes or products that these other people have. Whereas, for example, if someone is a content creator for the gym space, they literally are able to wake up and make content. So there's no pressure to eat really quickly. Oh my God, I have to meal prep during this time and this time only during the week. They can do it whenever they want. They can leisurely eat certain meals. They can leisurely take hours in the gym. I mean, I'm going to be so honest with you. I am able to literally take 2 to 3 hours in the gym, and some of it's just talking with my friends. And I know that is a huge privilege that I completely acknowledge, but that is what like some people are able to do because of their jobs. They're able to also get PR, which is something that content creators receive. They're able to get supplements, clothing, other little things around their job. So that way this experience of building their dream body is definitely more accessible to them than the average person that is going to a 9 to 5 and trying to make it work in any way that they can. I'm not saying it's impossible, but there is definitely a significant difference. So if you are trying to adamantly compare yourself to a gym influencer, oh my God, please do not, please never compare yourself to people like that, because they have a hell of a lot more resources than you do. And I don't want you thinking that you're like behind, you're not doing good enough in your gym journey. Your journey is your journey alone. And I don't want you comparing it to people who have hours on end to perfect things. Also, some of these people are able to, pay for personal trainers. Some of them are on steroids. I know a lot of people who are on steroids right now. Some people also do get work done. I've met women before who literally have BBLs and are in the gym. So please remember that not everything you see on a camera is 100% real or a realistic take. Majority of people in this world who are actively approaching the gym, not in an influencer way, do not have access to the same things all the time. So please don't think that you're behind or not doing good enough whatsoever. She made a wonderful point. I'm so glad that we were able to talk about that. Oh, wow. Another phenomenal take on the internet. Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. We really are going downhill as a society. What the are y'all doing? Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. Are we back in the 2000s with the health magazines? Stop it. Oh my God. Comment down below, you guys. I have been itching to do a deep dive on the skinny influencer trends that have been popping up. Influencers that are talking and dedicated to teaching people how to be skinny, stay skinny, and people with no credentials. It is like an actual shocking, like we are going back in time to the early 2000s with toxic diet culture. It is getting scary. So please let me know if you guys would be interested in that. Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. One thing that I do not see a lot of people talking about enough is not everyone is meant to be skinny. Not everyone is meant to be skinny, and the idea that skinny equals healthy is a bunch of bullshit. I would love to inform you that I was somebody who used to think that way because I was just raised in that kind of societal standard, but I actually used to be like 90 pounds. I was not eating a lot. Like I was literally like exhausted. I had brain fog. I was miserable because I wasn't feeding myself, but I was skinny, right? I wasn't healthy. Oh my God, I was the most unhealthy I've ever been in my entire life. This mentality of a goal of just being skinny is really fucking weird, and I'm so tired of this. Like, I do not even like how some of these skinny influencers or gym influencers are promoting the idea of being skinny. No body is supposed to be perfectly jacked and everything. Like, that's not a realistic thing. Can you look super jacked and like completely defined? Absolutely. Can you also not look like that because your body is not built for that? Yes, absolutely. And all are okay. Your body is not supposed to be like perfect and flat stomach and nothing's ever out of like place. Like, no. And another thing that I want to mention is, that is an actual really scary thing I'm learning in the gym industry or the fitness influencer industry is the amount of eating disorders that are super duper normalized is very, very alarming to me, and it freaks me out. And that's why I want to talk about this with you guys, because I don't want you guys falling for this shit either. Talking about like constantly trying to lose weight and get rid of belly fat or counting calories so strictly. Well, some of those goals could be handled appropriately. Most people are not handling this stuff appropriately, and they are literally getting an eating disorder from this kind of mentality. So please just be so careful. Your body is perfect just the way it is. This is not a way that you should be living life. Like, this is miserable. That is not like, I just from personal experience, experience. It is miserable to live like this. It is miserable to be scared to eat, be scared to do this, be scared of gaining a few pounds. You should not give a fuck what the scale says. You should give a fuck about how you feel and not what some random person on the internet says. And I feel for this individual because they've fallen down a very unethical and sad pipeline, and they shouldn't even experience this either. But content like this getting posted is unethical and should not be around. Here's another disgusting example of this. Don't reward yourself with food. You're not a dog, fat ass. Like, what a miserable, sad person to think this way. This is not normal gym content. And actually, another video I'm dying to cover is specifically gym bros and the toxic motivation, because shit like this is exactly the kind of stuff I'm talking about. First of all, food should not be a reward because you deserve food. Food should not be like a reward of like, you were good today. No. You deserve food because you need to eat, baby. Okay? You do not need to earn food. You do not need to do any things or like jump through these hoops to, no, you need to eat. You need to feed your brain. Your brain needs to be able to function. Your body needs calories because you need to have energy. Okay? So eating is a good thing. Content like this though is so gross because it's demonizing food and making jokes about you're not a dog, fat ass. Like what the f- is this? This is not motivation, because the hashtag is gym talk, gym motivation. That's not motivating at all. Like, it's not. It's disgusting. It's weird. And this kind of toxic shit is why people don't want to go to the gym, why people don't want to be around stuff like this, because no one wants to be around people who think like this. It's sad. It's disgusting. And I'm telling you right now, no one's going to want to be motivated to be in the gym. It's not going to do the thing that you think it is. Talking shit, labeling people like just negative, derogatory things for no fucking reason, demonizing anyone that is not super duper jacked or skinny is disgusting. And I'm just like, oh, why? It's so gross. So that is some content that I wanted to talk about today in the gym influencer world. Moral of the story is there's honestly a lot of toxic shit all over social media with the gym world, and I'm so over it. From video shopping to really gross motivation to pushing greens like no other, stupid supplements, and so much more. Just please be careful out there, all right? This stuff is so irritating, and I'm over it. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out Womanizer in the link in the description below or pinned comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.